Well, hello everybody. This is a test. I'm doing a test. Just sneaking in right there. I know. Hey, oh, hey. Uh, Doing some fun stuff. So far, it doesn't look like anybody's watching, but I thought I'd go live just to see what happens. See who decides to show up. Today, we are. First, I'm shaking up my little pencil marker so I can test writing on here. Possibly put up some signage to see if somebody shows up, see what happens, what have you, and all that fun. You know, it's always something. We'll cut the top off of this just to see if. Looks like. It's live. So that's happening. Here's what we call this. We call this putting something out into the world. Trying to get the ink going on my pen. So I can see what's going on. Well, somebody's watching. Say hello and tell us who you are if you're watching. I'm just doing a test right now. I'm going to make some simple syrup here in a minute, but I'm trying to also see if I can get this going. Hello, hello. Who's out there? Anybody out there? Can you hear me? I am testing. See, I used to have this pen to write on here, but I haven't used it in a while. So I'm trying to get the juices flowing right there. You see, you can't really. There's no paint coming out. There's no chalk marker. I think I might have. Oh yeah, I've got some more. Oh, it's a little bit coming out. There we go. All right, we're in business. We got somebody watching. Let's see what we have here is the beginnings of some signage. I'm going to do like this, color in there, and as I talk, I'm just going to fill you in on what is happening. I am making a sign because I'm about to make some simple syrup here momentarily. But first, I wanted to put my sign out there to show everybody what I'm doing. And then I will start to make the simple syrup. And everybody knows what simple syrup is. It's just sugar and water, everybody. That's all it is. But what I am doing is just testing my live stream. I haven't had everything set up. in a long time. Take a bit of time off. And so I'm just putting stuff back together a little bit, get the cobwebs shaken off so I can start to put some stuff out into the world on the internets. And right now, that's all I know. So if you have anything to say about it, by all means, let me know. Looks like that T did not get filled in, as part of it is also the fact that there's a shadow right there from this light. This light is blocking this other light. So if I do like that, you know, just working on my setup. Anyway, hi everybody. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I'm going to make some simple syrup. That's all. And simple syrup is sugar and water. That's all it is. It's just sugar and water. I've got my sugar, got my sink over here, so I'm going to put some sugar with some water, make it hot, and we'll go from there. So, first off, I'm going to put that right there. I have been historically making my simple syrup 1-to-1. Most, when I first looked up simple syrup, I found out it's just sugar and water. So you just put equal parts sugar, equal parts water. However, How to Drink, who I follow on YouTube, mentioned in one of his episodes the other day that you should not do that, and you should make. His comment was make your syrup uh, as much sugar as can still be poured. So um, basically, which reminds me, that was the other thing I needed to do was take out. So that was 2 cups. So I'm going to take out half a cup. So I'm going to use 1.5 cups of water and then a little over 2 cups of sugar. Does that make sense? So it's not quite 1-to-1, it's not quite 2-to-1. It's a little bit in between. So that's what I've been messing with lately, just trying to figure out what is a good um, ratio that I'm comfortable with how sweet I like my syrup, my simple syrup. So then, oh, I guess I can show you. I do have this other angle to play with, but what I got here was this nice little handy dandy. I guess I don't need it on my cutting board. I got myself a little warming plate. Put that over there. So I could make my own simple syrups right down here. I'm going to do like that. Turn it sideways. That way you can see it good. Pretty good. And I've got access to my knob right here. And this is going down here. And this is my remote control for my other angle, which I'm going to do like this. Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. This way we can talk a little closer than if you're over there. You're like so far away over there. Come over, sit at the bar, talk. Let's talk. How we doing? It's good to see you. Thanks for coming and uh, chatting with me. Except nobody's chatting. That's fine. It's just me and whoever this other person might be that's sitting here watching me make simple syrup. Oh, and they're gone now. So, why is that? Yep, it's on. It's on. Can't see it. Make that light's on, so it's warming up. Gonna make some simple syrup. Here we go. I'm wondering if the one person that's watching is me. It's my phone watching, maybe. I don't know. But that's fine. So I got we got my water heating up, and then I've got my sugar that I will be adding in momentarily. But the thing that I've noticed, I do have a gas stove upstairs that is my normal place where I cook all my meals and whatnot. I can't tell if that's out of focus or it's just, I think it's in focus. Yeah. I do have a gas oven, stove, range upstairs, which is where I normally make my simple syrup. But I started wanting to make my syrup down here so I could make a show out of it, or if I wanted to. I also made some grenadine a couple weeks back. Uh, make your own grenadine, which I used down here. I was going to make a show about it, but then I just needed to make it, so I didn't take the time to make a show about it. But so I'm here to do it, and then so I wanted to do it down here instead of making it upstairs and then bringing it down here and blah 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 blah. So thought it would be fun. But what I have noticed is with the um, heating hot pan, whatever this thing is called, is it takes longer. So it's a little slower. It's funny, it takes longer to heat up and it also takes longer to cool down. So it's a weird thing when live for stream info. Okay. Oh. Um, it takes longer so that once it starts really getting heat up, if I turn it off, it'll stay in a boil pretty much longer than when I put it on the gas stove. So, little thing to know. Who knew? Not me. I did not know that. But here we go. So, in other news, I'm hoping to do some more signature cocktails, make some more drinks here coming soon. Um, I've got some other fun things planned. We're doing some stuff for Straw Dog. We got a show coming out called Thank You 5. So if you are a subscriber of mine and you just happen to be watching this, which is, I'm not holding my breath, but if you're a subscriber of mine and you're not subscribed to Straw Dog, please subscribe to Straw Dog Theater Company. We are, I'll put the link in the description or the chat or a window or something. But we're trying to get our subscribers up so that we can do more videos, so we can get it out to the world more. So giddy up, get on it. Um, but yeah, we got a show coming up that's called Thank You 5, where we're going to talk about theater. It's going to be fun. As you can see, I've got some nice, you got some little, it looks almost like CG right there. That's pretty cool. Got some air coming up, evaporating, some water evaporating to make my delicious, delicious simple syrup. It's starting to bubble. And so what I will do at this point, like I said, I got 1.5 cups of water. And now I will need 2 or a little more cups of sugar. So I just gotta scoop it in, top it off, even it out, so I know how much I got. There's 1 cup. Put that right there. Get it ready, but not kick it on just yet. You can see my table has got quite a bit of junk on it. Anybody need a ruler, scale ruler? Got one for you. If you're here and you want to say hello, by all means, say hello. But in the meantime, I'm making simple syrup. Going to be I've got my water heated up. It's going now. Getting cooked. Cooking water. It's really difficult, you know. Takes quite a lot of skill to cook water. Just saying. Takes a lot of planning, thought process. Really have to engage. but I think I can manage it. So here we go. We got our water heating up, all that goodness coming in, and then shortly, once it gets to be a little bit boiling up, we're going to pour this in slowly. Now, again, this is just how I make my simple syrup. There's lots of methods and there's lots of people that have their specific versions of it that they like to do. So first, I'm going to slowly pour it in, stir it up. It's already, I don't know if you can hear that. Pour the rest of it in, stir it up. It's just sugar water. That's all it is. Mix it up. Do like that. Push this back a little bit so you can sort of see what's going on in there. What will happen is it will start to dissolve that sugar the more it heats up and the more you keep stirring. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy still. It means all the sugar has not finished dissolving in there, but it'll get there. Like I said, I'm going to turn this heat down because once it gets going, it's slow to calm down. Gonna get another cup to stick in there. Another cup of water, keep the water going. Like to keep it moving while it's in there. That helps with the dissolving. And there you go. That's all I know. There's 2 cups, and then I like to just do a little bit more, just to keep the party going. So that's maybe another little half cup. So we're gonna go 2.5 cups to 1.5 cup water. That's what we got. All right. I mean, it's cool. It's gonna be a little thick syrup, which I like. A little more sweet than watery down, because like I said, How to Drink was talking about it, you don't want the syrup to water down your drink, whether it's coffee, which is what I use mine for coffee, I use mine for cocktails. So you want it to be a sweetener, not a watery downer. Not a downer? Yeah, you don't want a downer. I'm just realizing I didn't put on my sign what I was making. I just put signature cocktail and I didn't put simple syrup as what I was making for my signature cocktail. It's not a cocktail. It's just me doing stuff. So I think it's good and stirred. Still waiting for it to dissolve. And now it's lost some of its heat, which is a problem. It's the other thing, like I said, it's a balancing act with this heating plate. It doesn't quite have the same control as my gas stove upstairs. But gets the job done, so to speak. The other thing you can do is cover it up to keep that heat inside. And then make sure you cover that up. Gotta wash this thing out. Like I said, you still gotta pay attention to your heating up water, because you don't want to overboil it. That'd be a problem. Make a big old mess, which I've done. Try not to do. There you go. So maybe for a future episode, I'll have somebody else join me and tell me how they make their simple syrup. But for now, I needed to make some simple syrup, so I thought, I've got most of this already set up. Let's put it on camera and make some simple syrup, which is what I'm doing. So, boom, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Again, I won't bore you with the cooling down part, but once I get it boiling again, you'll see it will start to become much clearer. And that is when I know I can turn off the heat and then just let it cool. And then what I do is I get my funnel, and I have an old Jack Daniels bottle that I like to put my simple syrup in. And I've got these nice little staffers, so that's where I keep my simple syrup. But like I said, I use it for coffee, I use it for cocktails. I have on occasion used it for other, um, like with sparkling water. Like I've got some sparkling water, like unsweetened sparkling water that I like to throw in a little something because I got the sweet tooth. And I know people say sugar is the new smoking or the new standing or whatever. But I got a sweet tooth. I like my sugar. So I should probably cut back on my sugar. I know. Because what are you going to do? But in the meantime, I will continue to make simple syrup because, as we all know, it's just sugar and water. As you can see, it's starting to get a little frothy, but more importantly, it's clear in the middle. So that means the sugar is dissolving, and I think theoretically this is not supposed to be frothy, but like I said, I'm having issues with the heating plate getting hot. Normally it's supposed to wait till the water is supposed to boil as you put the sugar into it, so that you're adding your sugar to heated water, hot water. So there you go. So I'm going to turn that off. Like I said, it's boiling now. That's all you got to do. There you go. That's simple syrup. So thanks for coming, everybody. That is how you make simple syrup. In the meantime, this has been fun. Next time, I will write on here what we're doing beforehand, and hopefully we might also have a guest. But until then, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. I say good day.